Yo, welcome to another episode of Young, Black, and Vegan. I'm your host, Keith Terrell. Now, my next guest has been in the comedy game for well over 35 years. He's put some of the biggest comics on, from D.L. Hughley to Mike Epps to Godfrey. He's even worked with people like Madonna to Sandra Bullock. He's been on tour with everybody from NWA to Jay-Z. You've seen him on The Breakfast Club, you've seen him on Vlad TV, and now you're about to see him on Young, Black, and Vegan. I would like to welcome to the show none other than Mr. TK Kirkland.
My
TK,
man. What's
how you
up,
feeling
sir?
today?
It's a pleasure, family.
Likewise,
it's
likewise, man.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for reaching out to me, and I love you guys. The thing, Young, Black, and Vegan. Explain that to me, because I'm trying to get hip to it.
2 years ago, my best friend Dominique was in the hospital,
Yes.
and I was telling him about the show. I've been vegan 8 years now,
Yes.
and so this was actually like one of the last conversations I had with him, telling him about this. And
Yes.
so it's something that I do in remembrance of him. He's the same age as me.
He passed away?
He passed away.
Okay,
yeah.
wow.
So that was like one of the last conversations we had.
Yes.
And so it's super important to me that I promote healthy living,
Yep.
healthy lifestyle.
Yep.
It's not about trying to turn people vegan. It's just presenting different options. I'm vegan, we eat vegan food,
Yes.
and the people that I bring on, they're not necessarily vegan,
Yes.
but they have something valuable that the audience can, you know what I'm saying, take
Absolutely.
something from and
Yes.
improve their life.
Right. Yep. That's important. I'm glad that you're doing that, because that's something that I'm really passionate about. Of people, especially African American men and women, who don't get checked up, don't go get their checkups. You should know your cholesterol. You should know your blood pressure. You should eat good. Go for your walks every day to keep your weight together. Things that people take for granted, and as they get older, and all of a sudden, they want to start doing the right thing. But you really got to start young. You can lose weight at 50 or 60.
Right.
But what's ever done to your body is done to your body at a young age.
Right, right. And so I heard you mention like a lot of your family passed when you were
Yes,
younger.
yes.
Is that kind of what like
No,
kept you on track?
my family crazy. You know, my
Yeah.
dad drowned.
Oh, wow.
My brother got shot by the police. My mom had cancer, that's good, but she smoked a lot of cigarettes since she was like 11 years old. And my youngest brother had an aneurysm, you know, so he had kidney problems due to other complications. But it was nothing about, like, as far as food and all that kind of stuff. And since we're talking about food, right, no matter how good you eat, you still got to have a little luck on your side in life.
Break that down.
Well, luck is, you know, you can get hit by a car. Vegan ain't gonna stop
True.
you from getting hit. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like
right.
You still got to make good choices where you go, your environment, who you hang around.
Yeah.
The type of women you date, the type of women that date, the men that they date. Everything is about choices, and people have to take it very seriously. This is just my opinion. You have to take it very seriously.
Well, I mean, you've been doing something right, because you're 60.
I'm 105 years old, going on 62.
62. So what got you to take care of yourself like all these years?
I was just an athlete. So when I was running track, when I was in high school, all that just propelled all the way to now. So now I like to look good. So I like to work out. So when I'm naked, I look good. You want to look good with your clothes off.
Facts. We're going to pause that one, but
Yes,
I got
yes,
you. I got you.
yeah.
Just kind of break down the independent game for me.
See, to me as a man, I don't think you should allow somebody else to tell you when you're going to eat. Mm-hmm. That bothers me. You're sitting around, you have talent, but your agent tells you such and such booked you, et cetera, et cetera. Two, I don't really like sharing money that I work hard for. Like 20% to give to somebody, that irritates the mess out of me. So that's something else that drove me to do things by myself. So I've just been a great negotiator, but I know my worth. I've had agents try to book me, and when they used to book me, I used to always say, hey, ask them for this amount of money. They will always try to take the soft route. And when I did things, I got exactly what I wanted. So it didn't make sense to have nobody else. And all my talent, my gift of conversation and ambition has led to great things. You know, I'm moving to New Jersey Drive, Strays with Vin Diesel back in the day.
Right.
And now I'm getting ready to do ball and blocking, too, with Baby and Slim and NBA Youngboy. And I'm going to be producer on that movie. You know what I'm saying? So I did it on my own, yo.
And so you have your own network.
Yeah, TK.network. TK.network came too because I still promote myself on Amazon. I still promote on Tubi, but I wanted my own thing because it's just a great feeling. Like you ain't gotta, you know what your cover gonna look like. You know what your release date is. You know, with not just the label I have. I mean the network. I also have a label. So the label is to give me a catalog. So my stuff is played on Pandora. It's played on all the stations around the country. You know, so every 3 months I got a nice little check that comes in. I mean, it comes in handy too. You feel me? So I stay low key, flex occasionally. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to stunt. You know, sometimes I wear my wealth. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I just move through real quiet.
So 30 plus years independent, somebody else that's looking to go that route, what are some of the keys to success that they would need to kind of focus on?
It got to be in your DNA. See, my son, most of my kids, they're ambitious because of me. It's in our DNA. We know how to handle business. Everybody's not like that. That's why some people get an agent. Because most comics are lazy. Most comics don't want to do nothing. Most artists are lazy. Most rappers, some R&B people. But the stories I've always heard is that they're lazy. You know, I'm not lazy, and to be doing this 38 years plus, I thought I was going to retire, but I think I got maybe 12 more years left because there's other things now that are coming that I wanted to do in the 90s. So what I'm doing now is I want to check everything off before I leave this place, and then you know, I'm good. I'm in a good place. Going
back to the health thing, some stuff that you promote is telling people to get like life insurance, and just kind of break that down to the things that we should be putting in place to protect ourselves and to prepare for our future.
Well, I tell people all the time, you got to know. See, the reason people get hurt when people die, because they go through life thinking people don't die. You got to know people die.
Facts.
And nobody should be on this planet and not worth anything. So when you are value to someone, like if you left this earth and you know somebody's gonna get $300,000, $400,000 from you, that's a blessing. You understand?
Right.
I always teach people, but just because you're getting that blessing, set it up that they don't get all the money and run through it, because when you don't work hard for something, you're gonna run through it because you don't respect it.
Right.
The other thing is most people don't have insurance, so when they pass, it's the burden on their wife, girlfriend, maybe their mother, their brothers, and you're sitting in the morgue somewhere freezing for a month, 2 months before you can raise the money to give you a proper burial. Imagine the people who don't get recognition, they just leave them there.
Yeah.
You know, and the life insurance is real cheap. See, with life insurance, it's different levels, right?
Right.
Life insurance, you can get just burial insurance. And burial insurance is like maybe $10, $20 a month.
Right.
You know, it's like going to get a McDonald's or a hamburger. You know, $20 a month to make sure you take pressure off the people you love. Because there really are some people who don't want to leave nobody no money.
Which is wild.
That's crazy. I've actually heard it. Like, I'm not leaving nobody nothing.
Yeah, and so you actually came with your oldest son today, right? And
yes,
you have 7?
I have 7 kids.
What are you teaching your kids about the game? Heard you echo a lot of times that it's important to check people's character.
Well, again, it all goes back to the father. All my life, I always taught my kids about character. When my daughters date, and they say, oh, I'm dating a football player, I'm dating a basketball player, I teach them, so forget his position or what he's doing, what's his character? Like, yeah, you want somebody to have a little bit of money, right? Because life is easy when you have money. But you want to know what that person's character is.
So you ever rock with vegan food?
No. I just try to eat what I've done is I cut out a lot of stuff. Like, I used to get acid reflux a lot.
Yeah.
And I realized that I had to stay away from stuff that was red. I was drinking, not a lot, but I was drinking Grand Marnier. The sugar in Grand Marnier is bad for you. Then I lost like 30 pounds because I was getting big. You know, not that big. I was working out, but I was getting big.
Yeah.
So someone just told me one day I just wanted to lose weight. So I just started doing more cardio. Bam. You know? So it feels good, you know, to get down to size. Now I can wear my Versace.
Flex occasionally, right?
Flex occasionally. Listen, I've seen all of the change, fam.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when people wasn't even vegan, the word vegan wasn't even being used when I was coming up. Vegan? Like, people were like, what the hell is vegan?
Yeah.
No. But it's good to see how people are woke. See, that's the great thing about social media. Social media has woken people to the fact about history,
Right.
about health, how to take care of your body.
Right.
And it's catching on. There's some people out there that's following the wrong people on social media, but there's a lot of great things on social media if you choose to follow the right people.
Right.
From health to your type of show, to eat good. This inspires people to want to eat. It's a shame that some people find out too late.
Right.
Some people find out too late. But if you could find out, get right on it, understand your health, and live a long, beautiful life, right?
Right.
And it doesn't have to always be about money. I'll tell you a story. I caught a case years ago. Bad one. So I'm in Miami, walking to my car. It's amazing what can make you humble.
Yeah.
I saw a guy and girl hugging each other in the laundromat, just sitting there waiting for the clothes to dry. And that moment I said, I wish I had their life,
Wow.
because I knew they were at peace. My life was on the line. I was about to either go to prison or what, I don't know what's gonna happen. It worked out for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I know in life, if you don't come out with a smart mind or gifted from your parents, life can be hard. I know it can be hard, you know, but we have to find ways to because now there's so many ways to make money. Like what you see on Instagram now, everybody has an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't know they can get paid for their opinion. There's a thing called opinionforcash.com. They pay you for your opinion.
One thing you just said that was powerful is that you wanted to trade places with them because you knew they had peace.
They have peace in their life.
You know, in this day and age, how are you maintaining your peace?
Because I made a lot of mistakes. That's how come when I talk, people love what I'm saying, because you can't teach nobody nothing if you ain't been through nothing.
Right.
I've been through it all, from the women to the bag, to the chaos. And when you understand what peace is, you truly never want to give it up. Not even for the finest woman in the world. And I know some gorgeous ladies, nice women.
Yeah.
I won't give it up, because once you give up that peace of mind and someone ruins it for you, it takes years to get that back.
Right.
Years. So now that I'm in my 60s, like if I really got with someone and it went south, it takes years to get that back. And I love peace. I can move whenever I want. See the kids in different parts of the world, right?
Right.
That means a lot to me.
Your honest opinion of the vegan food. What you think about this?
Oh, this
we
is
out
good, yeah.
here at Doomy's in LA.
Listen, Doomy's in LA. I didn't know where I was going when I pulled up, and it's good. The fries are good. The jalapeno peppers is amazing, you know, and I have no complaints.
So
I wish I could eat more, but like I said, I'm on a diet.
So I haven't had McDonald's or a Big Mac in over a decade. This is the vegan version.
Wow.
Tastes exactly like I remember a Big Mac tasting, which is wild.
I'm telling you, I haven't had a Big Mac for a long time until last week.
Last week.
I was running somewhere, and I had to eat, and I wanted something. And McDonald's is that type of sandwich that if you can remember the taste, so you just want it. And I had that moment, but I just wanted to have that sesame seed bun and that taste from McDonald's on it, right?
Yeah.
Then I had another moment where I had to have chicken, not no regular chicken. I had to have KFC.
KFC.
Because that original, that flavor, because I don't eat it much, but I had to have it. So that was the last time. So it'll be a while before I get back to that again. But I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think I went 2 times last week.
Almost 40 years in the game. How do you define success today?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
Success to me, believe it or not,
Thanks.
is having a relationship with my children. I don't get caught up with the celebrity stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have no bodyguards. I'm good to people. I stay out the way. I don't need bodyguards because I'm not going to put myself in a position to be somewhere I'm not supposed to be.
Right.
I do what I'm supposed to do, then I go where I'm supposed to go. I don't hang out, I don't do none of that. But to have a relationship with my son, to have a relationship with my daughters, could the relationships be strong with the other kids? Yes, but that's the sacrifice. That's the sacrifice. We all love each other.
Right.
It's just that I'm a very, 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 very busy man. So it's hard to be that traditional father. I could never be that kind of guy, you know. So I tell my kids when we do get another conversation, I said, yeah, you wasn't raised in one house and your brothers and sisters, but when you get married one day, you can have your family and have your kids and do what I couldn't do, you know, because this is my life. This is how I live my life,
Right.
you know. So that's how my life is. And when you know what your life is, don't try to be something else, because that's how people get depressed. Like, I'm very wealthy, I do my thing, and if I start thinking, oh, I want a wife, it should be in the family with the pool, that's how you get sad. Because now you're trying to be something that the universe didn't put you in position to do that. So I go the path I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's how I'm gonna live it.
Yeah, I heard you say to avoid depression, you got to play the cards you dealt.
We gotta play the hand as a joke.
Yeah.
People get depressed because they try to be something that they're not. That's where the depression comes from.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want a lot of money. I want to do this. Nah, if your life is the way that it is, rock it. But make good choices to see how you can make your life better. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
But don't stress yourself. That's how I feel. That's my opinion. You know, and it's always easy for the person who got the bag to tell other people what to do, right? Oh, you can never forgive your dreams. You live your dreams, do that. Just do the right thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Entertainment is really one of the roughest business in the world to get into. But with the way the world is today, like how you started your own business, you got your own cameras. It's a blessing. I want kids to know that if your father wasn't in your life, you don't really need your dad. You know what you need to know? What's right and wrong.
Yeah.
Because you know what's right and you know what's wrong. People use that as a crutch. Oh, my father wasn't around. You don't need your dad. You just need yourself.
Yeah.
As long as you know what's right, as long as you know what's wrong, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want kids to keep making these bad decisions, because these decisions sometimes you can't pull out.
Right.
You're stuck for the rest of your life. But if you know what's right and you know what's wrong, you're gonna be okay, brother. I promise you that.
Yeah.
You won't make no mistakes. You know, give me an example. A couple weeks ago, I was in Dayton, Ohio, and I rented a car from Avis. I pulled up in the show. I said, I'm gonna put my wallet in the armrest of my car because I don't want to take my wallet in the club. I don't know. I just opened. It was a 9mm gun and the clip
In the rental car.
in the rental car. So apparently, somebody at Avis didn't do their job. They didn't clean it or look around, but it was in there.
Wow.
I have been watching Franklin Saint for a month, like Snowfall.
Yeah.
For a minute, I thought I was Franklin Saint. Like, oh man, I'm gonna sneak this thing back to the house in Vegas. Talked to a couple of people. They're like, geez, I don't know if you should do that. But I got this rule. Once I take the emotion out of something, how do I still feel about the decision I'm about to make?
Yeah.
So, after I thought about it, I said, only thing that gun is gonna bring me is problems. I'm gonna get locked up because I got it.
Right.
Didn't use it on nobody. Or if I shoot somebody and they die, I'm done. My career's gone. My kids' lives is in limbo, right? I got up one morning at 3 a.m. I threw it in the lake and went on about my business and did like 120 miles an hour from Dayton, Ohio to Columbus, Ohio to catch my flight.
Man.
But choices.
Choices. The autobiography of TK Kirkland is going to be bananas. if it ever dropped.
If it ever dropped.
Hopefully it should drop. So
the only reason why I won't do it because I think so many people have done that.
The autobiography, but nobody's doing your story. Like
my son tells me all the time. He's like, "Dad, I want to do your life story." And
you got to do it, man.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. That's a fact. If people really knew my life, they would be blown away. Everything I've always do in life, I always do with swag. Even when I was locked up, I was doing work release at the park. This was before Uber Eats. I would get on the phone and order food and have it delivered to the park with the people who was working with me. And the driver will pull up, give us the food, and we will all eat at the park on the side of the highway way before Uber Eats, dog.
Wow. Wow.
True story. So then, because I'm gonna live good. Pizza.
Yeah.
Hot. You want a slice?
So you sharing it with the COs?
Yeah, and everybody eating good. Hilarious, yo. I was doing this back in the day, I swear.
You were at one time in with Tupac.
Oh yeah. That was in LA County.
Yeah.
We was all in protective custody. So it was Rick James, the Menendez brothers, Tupac, and me.
Man, did y'all have conversations and interact?
We talked a little bit, but the craziest thing, nobody knew the story was there. I got booed in the county jail. Because they was screaming out, TK, tell a joke. And I'm like, man, I'm fighting the case. I ain't telling no joke. Do you know everybody booed?
Is this the only time you've been booed in your career?
Yeah, I'm talking about they booed, dog, like I was at a concert. About 200 prisoners, boo! And I forgot the joke I did. But whatever I said, they laughed hard. I'm talking about, it was, when I think about it now, I get emotional. Because they really enjoyed that joke. I think it was a joke I did called, is this the bus to go to school? About a little boy who used to stutter. And his mom used to take him to the bus stop, and the bus would pull up, and he would say, is this the bus to go to school? And the bus driver kept pulling off. So on the third day, the mom came back with this kid and said, my son's been coming here every day asking, is this the bus to go to school? Why won't you take him? And the bus driver said, cause he always making fun of me.
That's funny. That's funny. I brought up the book before, for one, because we need that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We need the docu-series, all of that, because you can't contain your life in, 1 2-hour movie or even one episode. So if your life was a book, what would this chapter be called?
The best that ever did and got away with it.
The best that ever did it and got away with it.
And got away with it. That's what I would call it. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm over here smiling, man.
As you should be, man.
I'm over here smiling.
Thing,
you hear me?
I mean, to be a black man in America from the streets to make it to your 60s,
yes,
we got to applaud that.
Oh, absolutely, sir.
It's super important that, our elders hold so much knowledge.
Yes.
And a lot of times, the younger generation, we just cut off the elders.
That's so true.
And they don't do that in other cultures. And even when you travel abroad, you honor the elders because they have so much that they can teach you.
Yeah,
so,
true.
I want to applaud you for just being a black man.
Thank you, family. I really appreciate that.
This long and still be thriving.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
Yeah, and steady dropping the game, man. Appreciate you coming through.
Man, I'm proud of you, dog. I'm proud of you. You keep doing your thing. And I'm glad you reached out to me.
Yeah,
like I said, when you reached out, first thing I did, called my son, say, yeah, we're going to meet down and blah, 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 and chill. And this is my first time. I hope that we could start from this day building a friendship, because I tell people all the time, just because you meet someone, stop saying that person is your friend. Friendship takes time.
Yeah.
You got to understand a person's character. You know me, I go back to character.
Right.
What is that man or woman's character? It takes time to observe them. It takes time to see how they move. Like I was just watching my son shake your friend's hand.
Yeah.
And what my son did that was very important, he had eye contact with him all the way. See, I watched my son and see how he did. He's just a solid dude to me. So when he shook my man's hand, his eye contact was dead. He didn't look him dead. Not that he's bad, but he was a Kirkland.
Yeah.
He did what I make sure that I understand. It is in his DNA. Like there's some things I didn't really teach him.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you see people say, "Oh, you remind me of your father." You know, it's in his DNA, and I talk about that all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
That means a lot to me.
I can see how, you know what I'm saying, you brighten up when you talk about
Yeah,
it. So,
yeah,
you know,
you know.
it's no questions when people ask, who raised you?
Right, exactly.
Mr. TK Kirkland.
That's right. Who raised you? Powerful question, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Powerful question.
Well, man, it's been an honor. I know you got a show to go to.
Yes.
Appreciate this.
You keep
Hopefully
doing
we
your
do it
thing.
again.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.